The untimely demise of this famous Liverpool Portuguese football star, Diogo Jota, has thrown the world of football into mourning. A lot of persons across the world, especially his family and his beloved fans, have been heartbroken over the tragic incident that did not only take away the life of this young legend, but also took away the life of his own beloved brother, Andre Silva. And this has once again re-echoed the unending questions which many bereaved families or mourning families have consistently asked over the years. What is actually the overall essence of our existence in this physical world? Why were we born and why must we die someday? Unfortunately, this striking question has never gotten any satisfactory answers, although some may give answers based on their religious belief. Others may give based on their abstract thinking, while some may equally give based on their understanding and philosophy of life. But unfortunately, whether you are consoled by any of these answers or not, the striking reality remains that death is an irreparable loss. Death is undoubtedly a debt which every living being in the flesh must pay. The sad story surrounding the untimely demise of this young man stems from the fact that late Thursday, precisely on the 3rd of July 2025, this Liverpool football star was traveling with his own brother in a Lamborghini in Portugal, and it is believed that they were driving to a ferry in order for him to travel to the Great Britain. But unfortunately, that journey did not end well. While they were on the highway, their Lamborghini suffered a tire burst. They lost one of the tires, and as soon as the tire busted, while trying to secure stability to that very Lamborghini, they veered off the highway and the car crashed. Immediately the car crashed, they busted into flames. And news has it that Diogo Jota and his beloved brother, Andre Felipe Silva, were all consumed by the flames. It took the intervention of forensic experts who gave their analysis, identifying that it was Diogo Jota and his beloved brother, Andre Silva. Some other analysis from forensic experts on account of some police report indicated overspeeding as one of the possible cause of this very tragic incident. And thereafter, the families of these two, professional football stars were thrown into perpetual mourning. Diogo Jota is believed to be 28 years old, while his brother, Andre Silva, is believed to be 26 years old. And the most heartbreaking, event surrounding their untimely death, or the untimely death of Diogo Jota, stems from the fact that this young man just, tied the knot. He got married to the love of his life just 10 days ago, 10 days before this very tragic incident took place on the 11th day. His beloved wife, Ruth Cardoso, has been his, age-long girlfriend. They dated since the year 2013, and they had 3 kids together, 2 boys and 1 girl. Just shortly 10 days after that wedding was when this young man finally took his last breath. It is quite a very tragic incident, not only for the families they have left behind, but for the entire world of football. As you can clearly see, even across Africa, in Uganda for example, young people were seen on the street, sharing their condolences and at the same time mourning the untimely demise of this football star. Personally, it is also very heartbreaking for me to say this, because his younger brother, who was consumed in this very tragic incident alongside with himself, was once a member or a team player of RB Leipzig Football Club in Germany between the year 2020 and 2021. And as at then, while I was living in Germany, I was a bigger fan of this football club in Leipzig. It is quite unfortunate that these two professional football stars ended in this fashion. It is my heartfelt prayer that the good Lord console this family in its entirety and grant them the fortitude to bear this irreparable loss. More so, the only consoling developing story from the demise of this football star stems from the fact that Liverpool Football Club have decided to continue paying the family of this young man for the remaining 2 years of his contract with Liverpool. Do not forget that this young man earlier had a 5-year contract with Liverpool, as he has exhausted 3 years of that 5-year contract and 2 years is currently remaining. And the club decided to continue paying this family until that 2 years is equally exhausted. That is to say that the family of this Diogo Jota will be receiving approximately about 20 million euros within these 2 years of the remaining contract. And not only that, Diogo Jota had also acquired for himself or owns a property, an estate that is believed to worth about 35 million euros as part of the inheritance that the beloved wife and the 3 kids he has left behind will be inheriting. But the question now remains, will all of these things, change or erase the fact that their beloved dad and husband and son will no longer be seen anywhere in the flesh? Unfortunately, the answer is no. It can never change that reality. However, it is only going to be consoling to the very family he has left behind, especially his beloved children. And finally, this puzzles me to remind every one of us that just as Diogo Jota has been laid to rest on Saturday, precisely on the 5th of July, 2025, he is never going to be seen in the flesh any longer. He has joined the world of the spirit. Some who believe that heaven is real may as well be praying for God to accept his soul and grant him eternal rest in the bosom of our father of faith, Father Abraham. But we must always bear it in mind that we do not own our life. Life is practically a gift. At every point in time, you see the light of the day. Be grateful. Make adequate use of any day you see yourself still breathing in the flesh. Because at that ugly hour, when that very unprecedented tragic incident will strike, it does not respect title. It does not respect status. It does not respect material acquisition. My only prayer is that the good Lord, who alone is the giver of life, will give us more time to fulfill the destiny for which we have been created, because it is undoubtedly that these 2 football stars have passed on untimely. May the Lord grant them eternal rest and console the families, friends, fans and well-wishers they have left behind. At this point, I will allow you guys to be the judge. Don't forget to let me know what you think in the comment section and share this video. My another person, Sian. God bless you.